Live from downtown Bakersfield, 23 ABC News at 6 starts now.
Good evening. Police stepping up patrols as the search continues for a man who assaulted a woman on the bike trail near the park at Riverwalk.
Bakersfield police have released a composite of the suspect and needs the community's help. 23 ABC's Lesla Gooden joins us live from the bike trail with more details. Lesla?
Yes, Bakersfield police tells us they're still investigating the assault that happened right here on this path. And today I spoke with local bike riders on the trail who tell me how safe they're feeling today.
I saw that on Facebook actually, and I kind of thought, oh, well, too close to comfort right there. Kind of scary.
But that hasn't stopped Carol Sowers, who bikes 16 miles a day on the trail 4 times a week.
It's better to go with a partner. It's better to have somebody with you. Just pay attention to your surroundings and the people that are around you.
According to the Bakersfield Police Department, on Friday, July 5th, a woman was walking on this bike path near the park at Riverwalk on Stockdale Highway when she was assaulted by a man who then ran off. Police say the attack occurred after 9 p.m. that night.
We'll probably run into 6 to a dozen along the way a day, wandering around. They're homeless. They're kind of unconnected. I wouldn't suggest women to be out here by themselves.
Robert and Debbie Dill said they too heard about the attack and are on high alert. Here is a composite of the suspect, who is described as a white male, approximately 35 to 40 years old. He's 5 foot 10 inches with a thin build and has curly red brown hair.
Police officers.
Oh yeah, we saw the police this morning, which that's the first time we've seen police presence.
23 ABC saw Bakersfield police units patrolling the bike trail in a vehicle and in an on-off-the-road ATV. They say they were looking for any illegal encampment on the trail. BPD says that their street impact team patrols this area daily.
Well, maybe there are and we just haven't seen them. I think it wouldn't be a bad idea, and a couple of times a day at various times ride the path.
The Bakersfield Police Department is asking anyone with any information to call the department. Live at Riverwalk, Lesla Gooden, 23 ABC News, connecting you.
New tonight, public health officials reporting that an Imperial County man has died from West Nile virus complications earlier this month. It's the first reported death in our state this year. Family identifying the man who died as 74-year-old Robert Mears of Bombay Beach. Mears died July 4th at the University of California San Diego Medical Center, according to local news reports. The man's symptoms began to appear in June, though he may have been exposed to the virus as early as May, according to officials. The state health department warned in late June that West Nile virus activity was on the rise. Officials said the risk of the disease grows as the summer goes on. According to the state health officials, there were 217 reported cases and 11 deaths from West Nile virus in California last year.
Today, Kern County supervisors moving quickly to get more federal aid to the areas impacted by last week's historic earthquakes. A special meeting was held today to ratify and officially proclaim a state of emergency for Kern County.
Well, I'll second the motion to approve and adopt the resolution. And thank you for your leadership.
Thank you.
I'll just say well done, everyone, and please cast your votes.
The motion is approved. 3 ayes, 2 absent. Supervisor Maggard, Supervisor Perez.
During the special meeting, which lasted about 30 minutes, an official from Kern County Fire gave a presentation on the response from emergency responders and a timeline of events concerning both quakes and the various aftershocks. Kern County Supervisor Mick Gleason, who oversees Ridgecrest in his district, talked about how there is still a lot of work to be done out in that area. He recently visited and toured the areas affected over the weekend. He also mentioned his concerns about people who did not have earthquake coverage on their homeowners' insurance.
Many suspected damage. My home, everybody's home has cracks in it where there were no cracks before, and we're going to get a look at it. And very few people had earthquake insurance because of the premium. So that's going to be an issue. Trailer homes off their mountings. You know how they're on slabs or jacks or something. There's several instances where they just fell over, and these are the people that are most in need. I mean, the socioeconomic situation of these people was critical, was difficult. And I can remember going to visit them, and they were cheery. They were sitting in the sweltering heat of the desert. They got out of their house, and they were sitting under shade structures that were donated somewhere, I don't know where, and they were just sitting there with their pets. And they were accepting life, and they were doing okay, and they knew things were happening, and they were very upbeat and positive. And it was just remarkable to the human spirit to see that at that particular type of situation.
Any questions?
For more information on how you can help the residents of Ridgecrest and for more information on homeowners insurance and earthquake coverage, you can head to our website, turn223.com.
The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers tweeting this picture this morning showing crews surveying dams that could have been impacted by the recent ongoing earthquakes. The Sacramento District Office saying there were no signs of distress and no changes at the Isabella Dam, along with other dams that may have been impacted by those quakes. Tomorrow, the community of Trona, an area heavily impacted by the earthquakes, planning to hold a town hall meeting. The Ridgecrest Police Department announcing that town hall on social media today. The purpose of the town hall will be to discuss earthquake recovery and the resources available. Anyone from the Trona area invited to attend. Their voices will be heard there from their concerns. The town hall will be held at 10 a.m. tomorrow at Trona High School, located at 83600 Trona Road in the town of Trona.
Meanwhile, things are slowly getting back to business in Ridgecrest following the earthquakes. Senator Shannon Grove announcing on Twitter the Ridgecrest DMV was open starting at 8 a.m. today. She said the building was inspected for any potential structural damage and none was found to prevent the office from opening. Another building reopening today, the Ridgecrest Library. According to county officials, the library was back in business at regular hours from 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. starting today.
And the Ridgecrest Police Department announcing there will be a local assistance center set up at the Kerr-McGee Evacuation Center this week. The LAC will be at the center from Thursday, July 11th through Saturday, July 13th. Kerr-McGee located at 100 West California Avenue. The LAC will be available from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day, providing individuals, families, and business owners access to disaster assistance programs and the services that are out there to help them. There will also be state, county, and local agencies that will be there to assist and provide information to everyone impacted by the earthquakes.
A veterinary team of volunteers has set up inside the Red Cross shelter at the Kerr-McGee Center as well. The volunteers will be treating any animals for not just injuries, but pets who might be suffering from stress due to the earthquakes. They'll be able to prescribe and dispense appropriate sedatives for animals. If you're in need of a house call or farm visit, you can call 310-808-5943 to schedule one.
Our coverage of these earthquakes continues right now online at turn223.com. There you can find pictures and videos of the damage, information on the recovery efforts, and details prepared for possible disasters and any earthquakes to come. You can stay informed through our mobile and tablet app. If you don't have the app, download it for free. You can stay up to date through our streaming platforms, also Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Alexa, where we stream all of our newscasts and live reporting.
Temperatures were under the triple digits today across Kern County. We were seeing mostly clear skies here in the valley, a few high thin clouds over the mountains, but that is going to be clearing out over the next several days. So 92 degrees right now here in Bakersfield, actually a high of 93, and we are staying below seasonal thanks to our latest storm system that is bringing a fresh onshore flow. 11-mile-per-hour winds right now here in Bakersfield, but looking at anywhere from 20 up to 30-mile-per-hour winds in some of our mountain and desert cities. So right now, Ridgecrest at 94 degrees, 83 in Lake Isabella, and down in those 70s in Fraser Park and Pine Mountain Club. But for the sunset tonight at 8:13, we are going to be dipping into the upper 80s, so clear and warm, but we do have high pressure moving toward the county. I'll let you know when we will be seeing the triple digits coming up next.
Vice President Mike Pence scheduled to visit Lemoore, that's just outside Hanford, tomorrow for a panel discussion on the U.S.-Mexico-Canada agreement. The proposed trade deal was hammered out by the Trump administration to replace, of course, that North American Free Trade Agreement that had been in effect since 1994. It's one of two stops Pence is making that day in Fresno and Kings counties. He's also scheduled for a campaign fundraising luncheon near Coalinga, hosted by Harris Ranch. The Lemoore visit being organized by America First Policies, a nonprofit political organization that supports many of President Trump's initiatives, including repealing the Affordable Care Act, immigration reform and border security, and tax cuts, in addition to revamping that trade agreement.
The Bakersfield Fire Department is looking for recruit firefighters, and they'll be accepting applications for new recruits beginning today. The recruitment period will run until July 22nd, and applicants must have Firefighter 1 Academy, EMT, and CPAT certifications completed. For more details on how to apply, just visit the BFD's Facebook page.
Well, coming up, the 2019 Home Run Derby set a historic tone for the All-Star Game. An update on the game and which players suited up to swing to the fences. Allison?
A warming trend across the region begins tomorrow. I have more details on what temperatures you can expect for the rest of the work week coming up next.
Welcome back to 23 ABC Sports. Last night, Major League sluggers treated us to a home run derby for the ages that included a Pete Alonso walk-off win and a triple tiebreaker with Jock Peterson and Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who also belted a record 91 homers. Well, today the focus is on the All-Star Game, which will feature a number of players from the league's leaders, the Los Angeles Dodgers. In Cleveland, they are playing today, but we're going to take a look at those starting lineups for both squads. The American League starting roster features Gary Sanchez from the Yankees and his teammate Carlos Santana at first, a number of Astros on this team, and of course Mike Trout in the outfield, while JD Martinez steps in at designated hitter for injured Hunter Pence, with Justin Verlander as the starting pitcher. Now we're going to take a look at the National League starters managed by Dave Roberts. Christian Yelich opposite Cody Bellinger in the outfield, two MVP candidates there, with Hyunjin Ryu starting on the mound, while Dodgers Max Muncy, Walker Buehler, Clayton Kershaw also there to represent off the bench and out of the bullpen. Well, after 3 innings, the American League leads with 1 run. Brantley is the one to get the RBI double to get the American League on the board, but hopefully the Dodgers will step up and maybe make this a better game than we're seeing so far. Well, the Los Angeles Clippers made a lot of moves this weekend, including adding Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Well, Bakersfield product Tyrone Wallace found himself on the waivers. Not for long, because yesterday Wallace was claimed by the Minnesota Timberwolves. The BHS grad was the 60th pick in the 2016 draft, who worked his way up from the G League to earn a spot on the Clippers roster over these past 2 seasons. Throughout those years, he averaged 16 minutes per game and 5.5 points with 19 starts. He'll bring some energy to the Timberwolves bench, but this will also be just the second time he suits up outside of his home state of California, having played ball at Bakersfield High, then the University of Cal, then being drafted by the Utah Jazz before joining the Clippers. But it's good to see Wallace land on another team in the league. Well, anyone missing hockey? Good news. Now we know things will start heating back up on the ice here in Condorstown as the Condors announce their home opener for the next season. Only 87 days away. Who's counting? Well, the home opener will be October 4th and will feature a rematch of the Calder Cup Pacific Division Series as Bakersfield will host the San Diego Gulls. Their full schedule of the 2019-20 season will be announced next Wednesday as the team looks to build off their most successful AHL season in franchise history. After beating fellow American Allison Risk in the quarterfinals of Wimbledon, Serena Williams added another victory to her belt. And the second round of the mixed doubles, Williams and Andy Murray, that is, won to advance to the round of 16. But you're looking at the play here. A return from Patrice Martin, over 100 miles per hour. Incredible cross-court forehand with her tight angle. Even Williams was in disbelief after that one. The 2 straight set wins, 7-5, 6-3, gave those 2 the win. It's always fun to watch Miss Serena Williams, but now we can prove, though, that she can beat the boys.
Check that box and move along, huh?
Right.
All right, let's go ahead and bring in 23 ABC's Allison Gargaro. From sports, we're going to move on to our weather forecast because we know we are all bracing for those triple digits to hit, Allison.
I know we've been very lucky the past several days. Clear skies, but temperatures below seasonal, and that's exactly what we felt today. We had a high of 93 degrees, average 97. Unfortunately, it looks like we will be reaching that tomorrow and continuing into the weekend. But 92 degrees right now here in Bakersfield. We can thank these slightly cooler temperatures to our latest low pressure system pushing into the Pacific Northwest. That is bringing an increase in clouds as well as increase in winds across Kern County. So you can see Tuesday, that low pressure system moving toward the coastline, but high pressure is going to be moving over the 4 regions beginning on Wednesday, continuing for at least the next week. And so that's actually going to push that low pressure system out to sea. And you can see it continues to push off to the west as high pressure dominates. That means temperatures are going to be warming significantly as we head into the weekend. As for temperatures tomorrow, well, right on track with seasonal, a high of 97 degrees here in Bakersfield, 98 down in Arvin, up in the Kern River Valley. They are going to be holding on to those low to mid 90s and then in the 80s into Hatchby, as well as down in Fraser Park and in our desert cities. Well, looks like this, 99 degrees in Cal City, up to 103 in Ridgecrest. So we are going to be seeing the return of the triple digits, not only in our desert cities, but actually in the valley as we head into the next several days, because temperatures are only going to continue to warm and air quality is expected to get worse each day for the rest of the week. We are still going to be in the moderate range tomorrow with an AQI of 90, but as the triple digits just around the corner, we could be nearing that unhealthy for sensitive groups range. So let's talk about these temperatures. Friday, a high of 102 up to 106 on Saturday, 105 on Sunday. And as temperatures are near that 105 range here in the valley, that means that our desert cities are going to be nearing that 110 degree range. So we could be expected to see that in those areas as we head into the weekend, and then a slight cool down headed our way as we head into your next Wednesday and Thursday. Temperatures, though, will still be above seasonal for at least the next 7 days. So the Kern River Valley again in those 90s, reaching 101 degrees by Saturday. Tehachapi and Fraser Park holding on to the 80s for a few more days until they will be in the 90s. So make sure that you are staying hydrated and staying safe in this intense heat that unfortunately is coming on the weekend.
Yeah, regardless, Saturday is going to be bad for everybody.
Yeah.
And the pool.
Exactly.
All right, well, still ahead here at 6, a local nonprofit helping families during their moment of crisis, getting ready to open their new home. We'll look inside the new Ronald McDonald House when 23 ABC News at 6 returns.
Hey, it's Mike.
And Danielle.
Join us for 23 ABC, first at 4:30.
Details on a musical you and the whole gang will want to head out to.
And I'm Chief Meteorologist Elena Rush, tracking a very strong range of high pressure and what it means for the heat this week on 23 ABC, first at 4:30.
Kohl's and Amazon teaming up. All Kohl's stores will be accepting free unpackaged returns for Amazon customers starting this month. Kohl's and Amazon will roll out the program to all Kohl's locations across 48 states, including our local Kohl's location. The store will accept eligible Amazon items without a box or label and return them for customers for free, providing additional service and convenience to Amazon customers. The items can be returned free of charge regardless of reason for return and regardless of whether the items are packaged or unpackaged for shipping.
The Bakersfield Ronald McDonald House will unveil their new home at Memorial Hospital later this week, and you can be part of it. The new house celebrating their grand opening this Thursday, 10 a.m. Steve Ramirez, a local product and the global president of Ronald McDonald House Charities, will be there to usher in their new era. And if you'd like to leave your mark, they're offering you a chance to purchase a brick that'll have your family name on it, company or logo, to be part of the entry path there. More information on how you can do that by calling the number on your screen. There it is, 661-437-4134. And that'd be a cool way to leave your impact and support the house as well.
As I say, yeah, support such an amazing cause. That's the most important part, is supporting them. And then, like you mentioned, you can be a part of that, leave a little legacy.
Such a great community. And when we come back, I have one final check of your forecast. Temperatures are going to be warming up by Friday.
Welcome back. Warm up on the way.
Unfortunately, I mean, it is July, so we expect the triple digits, but thankfully we've had some relief. We are below seasonal yesterday and today, but unfortunately high pressure is going to be moving over the Four Corners. That is causing a big warm up, but we did see a nice increase in winds this evening. So tomorrow a high of 97 degrees. So temperatures will be warming each day. We start a warming trend tomorrow, return of the triple digits later this week, and unfortunately air quality is expected to get worse. still in the moderate range tomorrow, thankfully. But look at this, by Friday up to 102, 106 on Saturday, 105 on Sunday. And then Monday and Tuesday in the triple digits as well. And then a little bit of relief this time next week, but temperatures still going to be above seasonal. And when we see 105, the Kern County Desert sees 110.
Think about all those folks up there as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, my goodness. All right, that's going to do it for us here at 6. We'll see you on the Now Bakersfield at 7 and tonight at 11.